If your wife has said the words, "You are never going to change," or even worse, "I've heard it all before. I don't believe you." That cuts deeper than anything else, doesn't it? Because you want to do better. And in your eyes, you are putting in so much effort to make the marriage better and trying your best. You've tried apologizing. You've tried fixing what you think are your mistakes. Hell, maybe you've even done therapy or couples counseling, and she still looks at you like you're the same man you were 6 months ago. And now you're stuck in this horrible space. You're trying to change, but she doesn't believe it. And the more you try to prove it to her, the more fake you look. So why doesn't she believe you? Why does every promise you make repel her further instead of rebuilding the closeness? Today, I'm going to show you the real reason she still doesn't trust your changes, even if you believe you have truly grown, and what to do instead. There is a proven way to rebuild her trust, even if she doesn't believe in you right now. But before I break it down, if you're in this exact position right now, marriage teetering on the edge, I built a free masterclass that walks you through how to rebuild your relationship to an even better place than before it started to go downhill. The link for the free masterclass is in the description below. Also, please hit the like button on this video so YouTube can find other men in your position who need this help as well. Now, let's talk about why she really doesn't believe that you've changed. Men think trust is lost in the relationship because of the big mistake they made or a big fight that they had, which turned into complete disconnection. But that's not why she doesn't trust you anymore and tells you that you're never going to change. She doesn't trust you because she's seen you make the same promises before and break them as soon as emotions get high again. And we've all been there. I've been in your exact same spot and made all the same mistakes. So I know that your true intentions are genuine and you actually want to make things better. So you've told her that you will be more patient, and you were, until she started to pull away a bit more and you started to panic. You said you'd do your best to stay calm, until she challenged something you said and you instantly got frustrated and emotional. You've told her you're just going to do better and be better until you didn't get what you wanted in the timing you thought you should have it. When this happens repeatedly, from her point of view, your intentions don't even matter anymore, even if they are genuine. It's clear to her that you just don't change. You perform so you can get the result that you want from her. And that's why she rejects your words. The confirmation bias has been built up in her head, and you just keep proving her right over and over again. Every time your actions are undisciplined and go against what you promised her, this is information that her nervous system is processing, and it's confirming the things she already believes about you. And because of that, she thinks you're trying your best to act like a better man in order to win her back, not because you're actually transforming into a better man. As I mentioned, your intentions are genuine, so you don't realize that they come off as a performance. But when you start to apply these different responses, it just crushes trust even more on her end. The first response is the reformer, aka total speech mode. This is where you start explaining all the things you supposedly understand you've been doing wrong, and you're gonna do all of this differently. So you send her text message essays about all the different things she's gonna see now, and you sit her down and make speeches to her and essentially over-communicate your intentions on how you're going to be different. Problem? Real change doesn't need a speech. It needs silence plus consistency in action. The second response is something I was so guilty of during the first half of my life when I struggled mightily in romantic relationships, which is being the pleaser and overcorrecting too hard. You don't want to get your wife or partner upset, so you become overly agreeable. You say, "Whatever you need, babe, anything you want." You think you're being supportive, but when you do this way too much, she starts intuitively feeling that you're just trying to buy her forgiveness, which of course is going to make her less safe overall. And finally, response number 3 is the emotional salesman. And I have to admit, when my ex-fiance left me, I went into full panic mode and tried to do anything I could to get her to see that she was making a mistake. So what happens is you start selling your growth by crying and confessing or showing how much it hurts you that she doesn't believe you and that doesn't see that you're going to change. I remember being on the phone with my ex-fiance, very emotional, telling her how much I loved her and we should be together, and she is making a huge mistake. And after learning everything I've now learned and transforming into the man I am today, I can only look back on that decade of disaster in my love life and just really laugh at how little I knew and how poor my masculine leadership was in relationships. And when you act as the emotional salesman, it really comes off very weak and basically like you're asking for reassurance, like, "Look how sorry I am," or "Look how much I love you." Shouldn't that count for anything? But to her, that's like making it about your pain, not hers. And just like myself, it shows that you have no strength and leadership as a man. As I said, I'm guilty of all the different variations of showing up weak and causing women I have loved to be pushed further away from me in my life. So when I'm telling you these things, I'm not judging you at all. What I didn't realize for so long, and again, I was so stubborn for a long time to think I knew what I was doing, and it was either the fault of others or just bad luck that I kept getting the result I was getting in relationships. But what I didn't realize for so long was that the more I tried to prove I had changed, the more I was just reinforcing the old me, which was still seeking approval from them. So here's your shift. Instead of asking, how do I convince her that I've changed? Ask yourself, how do I embody a man she can feel at peace around, whether she trusts it yet or not? Because women are very intuitive emotionally. So when they sense that you are calm when she is cold, you listen without having to defend yourself, and you show consistency without demanding credit or reassurance from her, she slowly starts to relax in your presence. Trust doesn't return through a long speech or convincing, but it does return through actions and emotional consistency. So here's the final piece. You don't need her permission to become the man she can trust again. You are not waiting for her approval to lead. You are leading, so the approval becomes inevitable. This isn't about winning her back. It's about becoming the man that her feminine energy is naturally attracted back to again, because your masculine leadership calms her nervous system and fights that confirmation bias she's built up about you over that long period of time. This is what we build inside my Relationship Rebuild coaching program. But again, it starts with the free masterclass linked below in the description. If this video hits you in the gut, don't just nod and move on. Watch the free masterclass that could save your identity and the future of your relationship. And if this video opened your eyes, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you guys in the next video.